That was a real life quick miracle. I love miracles. I love experiencing them. They happen every day. You only have to look around in your environment and you see miracles. But that's a real experience that just happened to me 2 days ago. And I wanted to share it with you all to encourage you to try these different techniques and to realize that we are living in a vibratory universe. Everything is frequency and vibration and, you know, space oscillating with information, and we have the ability to change that information. Hello, this is Sarita, and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. So what I wanted to share with you today was kind of a funny little incident that happened to me 2 days ago, which really showed me, and hopefully will show you as well, the extraordinary power of frequency and ancient shamanic practices over our bodies and how we can heal ourselves sometimes instantaneously. So I'll tell you what happened to me. And then you can go away and try this methodology for yourself. So basically, what happened was I went for rollerblade. I haven't been for ages because I've been ridiculously busy over the last 6 months. And I was doing some arabesques to kind of, you know, do my bum muscles. And I went off balance and I had a fall basically. And I landed smack on my coccyx and on my 2 wrist bones. Okay. And in fact, my head kind of whiplashed forwards and backwards. Anyway, so I stood up and I was like, oh, great. This is not going to be good. And actually my neck and my spine felt completely good, almost like I'd been to an osteopathic appointment. So I wasn't so worried about that. Rollerbladed home. But by the time I got home, my arms were really hurting because I'd really landed full weight onto my wrists at the same time as my coccyx. But what I noticed was on my left wrist here, you can still see a mark where I fell. Here, there was a lump, okay, quite a biggish lump. It looked very different from the other wrist. And it was extremely tender to touch. And I was like, oh, maybe I've chipped a bone. And I was like, what do you do for a chipped bone? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, it was like super big and super tender to touch. And I thought maybe I chipped a bone. I haven't actually ever chipped a bone, so I don't know what that would look like, but it was super tender. So I went and lay down on my bed just to let my body kind of adjust to the shock of having fallen over. And I was like, what can I do? And then I remembered that the Aborigine shamans of Australia hum to heal broken bones. And I'd read about this in the book Mutant Message Down Under. And I was interested in it because in our shamanic tradition, in the tradition that I trained in, which is a feminine lineage, it's a lineage that works with the honeybee. And we do a lot of humming in healing practices and in ceremony. I use it in ceremony to bring back our DNA to its original blueprint, if you like, so to heal the DNA. So what I did was I was lying on my bed and I tapped into the biofield around my body. So I started to feel into the electromagnetic field, which is like a sphere around your whole body. And this is very easy to do, especially if you're a meditator, because you can feel the energy around you. And I started to very simply hum into that energy field, holding the intention to delete any trauma from the accident and to remove any patterning of the accident, because obviously I don't want to fall over again. And I know about how patterning works. So literally I started to hum, okay, into my energy field. And I was humming up and down my energy field like this, and everything started to feel calmer. And I could feel the, if you like, the shock, the vibratory aspect of the shock dissipating, but my arms were still hurting and the wrist was really now hurting. Okay. So then I started to kind of hum, visualizing the hum moving up and down around the actual arm and wrist. So in the energy field of the arm and wrist. And I must have hummed for only 5 minutes in total. And at the end of that 5 minutes, the lump on my wrist was completely gone. And I could like touch my wrist like really hard. And I was going like this. And I was like, oh my God, that's like an absolutely amazing 5-minute miracle. So I wanted to share that with you because the Aborigines of Australia, they talk about how humming is particularly good for literally healing broken bones. It's like they use the humming to sing the bones back into alignment so that they can reconnect with themselves in perfect alignment. And I'm wondering now, you know, if that was a chipped bone and if that's why it was such an instantaneous healing, because in the book Mutant Message Down Under, I think I can't remember exactly what happened, but someone had a break. You know, they'd broken their ankle or their legs. That's quite a big thing to break. And a bunch of them, 3 or 4 of them, sat around and they only hummed for about 20 minutes and the break was healed. So it only take 5 minutes to fix a chip in, you know, of a bone in your wrist. So I wanted to share that with you. Next time you're feeling like you're in shock or you've hurt a bone or perhaps even a ligament or a tendon or anything muscular, or try it with anything in your body, hum holding the intention and see what happens to you. So that was a real life quick miracle. I love miracles. I love experiencing them. They happen every day. You only have to look around in your environment and you see miracles, but that's a real experience that just happened to me 2 days ago, and I wanted to share it with you all to encourage you to try these different techniques and to realize that we are living in a vibratory universe. Everything is frequency and vibration and you know, space oscillating with information, and we have the ability to change that information. And if you do come across a place where there are many bees, also try sitting in that space and feeling their humming coming in. I'm sure I've done a video on this before, but for example, I've got a lime tree in my garden and it's just full of bees, and it's the most beautiful feeling to stand in the hum, to feel the hum of the bees vibrating all around you. It's the most extraordinary healing frequency. So I hope this has been a fun video for you to listen to, and I encourage all of you to try humming into your biofields and into your bodies and use it as the wonderful, amazing, natural gift of a healing technique that it is. So thank you very much for listening to me, and I will see you all again very soon.